Welcome to today's story. Let's listen together. Let's read together. Let's learn together. Today's story is Broken Watch. Oliver was a quiet boy who loved fixing things. He fixed broken pencils with tape, repaired torn pages in his books, and even helped neighbors with small problems. But there was one thing he could never fix: an old wooden clock in his living room. The clock had belonged to his grandfather, who died when Oliver was young. It hadn't ticked for years. His parents said it was just too old to work anymore. But Oliver didn't want to believe that. He felt that if he could make the clock tick again, he would feel close to his grandfather. One Saturday morning, Oliver decided to try again. He brought a small toolbox, put the clock on the table, and opened the back carefully. Inside were gears, springs, and tiny screws. Some parts were rusty, some were loose, and some were missing. Oliver sighed. "This will take all day," he whispered. He cleaned the gears with a cotton cloth. He tightened the screws slowly. He replaced a small broken spring with one from an old toy he didn't need anymore. But when he tried to start the clock, nothing happened. Oliver felt frustrated. He sat back in his chair and stared at the silent clock. "Grandpa," he whispered, "I wish you could help me." Just then, Oliver noticed something strange. On the inside of the wooden back panel, there was a tiny carving, letters, almost invisible. He cleaned the dust and read it. "Patience makes time move." Oliver smiled. His grandfather had carved it himself. Maybe he was telling Oliver not to rush. Oliver took a deep breath and looked again. He realized one gear wasn't placed correctly. It wasn't broken, just tilted. He gently adjusted it and tried again. Tick, tick, tick. The clock started moving, slowly at first, then stronger. Oliver's eyes filled with happy tears. When his mother entered the room, she gasped, "Oliver, it's working?" He nodded proudly. "I just needed patience." The clock chimed once, a soft sound that filled the room with warmth. Oliver felt like his grandfather was smiling at him. From that day on, the clock ticked faithfully, reminding Oliver that some things take time, and patience is sometimes the missing piece. End of story. Bye. See you next story.